made a video similar to this before, but I'm thinking that we work day to day and we feel sometimes that we're unproductive, but we don't take into account just how long a year is and just how long a decade is. And like if you feel like you didn't maybe make that much progress one day, like a lot of large goals in life that you're going after take many, many months or years to reach. And so one day is not even a fraction of a percentage of the way. And so compared to the whole, it's going to look like you made no progress. But the reality is if you continue to do that, you will make enormous progress. And that's literally the definition of consistency. That's why it's so important, is because it's such a little thing that's not even noticeable, which means it requires discipline to do because you're not rewarded for it during the day. And so if you do it without reward, eventually you are rewarded in like excess. Like you get a huge reward for staying consistent, which is why consistency, I think, is one of the most important things to do, like ever, is because if you can consistently do high output, even if you feel like it might not be high output, eventually you will get marginally farther because the gap between you and everybody else every single day is widening farther and farther and farther. And so that's my minute and 20-second case for consistency, and why we should do it is because we are terrible judges of how far away a goal is. And so we feel like when we do something just for one day that we've lost all progress and we give up. But the reality of the situation is the only way to get that far in the goal is to consistently do it. And when we consistently do it, then we will begin to see progress over a long period of time. And then over that long period of time is when we eventually will be rewarded. No goal that you set where you can do 1 day of work and see enormous progress and get rewarded for it is worth achieving. Most goals that you are going for take an obscene amount of time, and so it's natural and obvious that 1 day of hard work should not do anything. You could barely even notice progress towards the goal, which is why becoming comfortable with staying consistent without reward and doing hard things without reward is so valuable, because eventually you will tick off that each day until you hit your huge goal in the end. And it may take years or decades, but eventually you will do it. And the person who gives up the first day because they feel like they didn't make any progress wasn't going to do it in the first place because they were not willing to work without reward for a long period of time. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully that's useful, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.